Good morning, students. I do hope that all of you are happy, healthy at home and enjoying e-learning. That is a kind of effort made by the school authorities or the school teachers. In parts of speech, part 1, we discussed what parts of speech means. Then we discussed 8 parts of speech. What are these? Or in detail, we have discussed noun. Today, we will discuss pronoun and rest of parts of speech. Today, the word or the part of speech is pronoun. I think all of you know this term. A word used in place of noun is known as pronoun. And why do we use a pronoun? To avoid repetition of a noun. We usually do not repeat the same noun again. So, I have given one example also. For example, Ramesh is your school teacher. So, we wish to write something about him. Ramesh is a teacher. He teaches English. He is from Jaipur. So, like that, in place of this noun Ramesh, name of a person, I have used the term he, or the word which I used it is he. So in place of Ramesh, I have used that word that is he, that is pronoun. Again, in place of Ramesh, I have used the word he is from Jaipur. So I think it is very clear. A word used in place of Ramesh, I used he. In place of Ramesh, I used he. That is called pronoun. So, some other examples also. This book is mine. The word mine is pronoun. Many times, I think all of you have observed this, that when people introduce themselves, for example, Ramesh introduces himself, then what do we say? Myself Ramesh. But it is wrong to say. It is wrong to say myself Dr. B.L. Chaudhary. It is wrong to say. Grammatically it is wrong. I should speak in place of myself Dr. B.L. Chaudhary. I am Dr. B.L. Chaudhary. My name is Dr. B.L. Chaudhary. Like that I can speak. It is wrong to speak myself Dr. B.L. Chaudhary. Now, I would like to discuss, or I wish to have a comparative study of noun and pronoun, because we learned that pronoun is a word used in place of noun. In the part 1 we discussed the noun works as a subject or an object, where subject we call doer of a sentence, object the receiver. So see the example, the peon rang the bell. Here the word the peon is the doer of the sentence, that we call the subject. And here the subject is noun. Rang, obviously it is the verb, main verb. The bell is the receiver. And here it works as an object. And this object is a noun. The same we can see in pronoun also. In place of the peon, I wish to write he rang the bell. He, the word which I used in place of the peon. So here the doer is he, and obviously it is the subject, and here it is used as a pronoun. Rang, obviously it is V2, that is main verb. He rang it. He rang it. So it here refers to receiver. Here it is used as an object, or this object is the pronoun here. So like that, this is the comparative study of noun. Noun and pronoun both work as a noun, or noun and pronoun both work as a subject subject or object. Here you see it is the noun working as a subject. Here it is the pronoun working as an object. The same sentence, in place of the he, I have used the term he. In place of the well, I have used it. Here the word he is the doer, works as a subject, it is pronoun, and it is the receiver of the action, works as an object, and it is pronoun. Next, it is parts of speech, it is adjective. Adjective in general we call the describing words that describes about something. The definition we can call adjective a word that tells something more about a noun or pronoun. A word which tells something more, something extra information is given about a noun or pronoun. Here you see some of the examples. A smart boy. Here the word boy is a noun. और boy कैसा है? He is a smart boy, that we call adjective. A beautiful girl. For example, I say there is a beautiful girl. So girl is the noun again here. Beautiful, it is adjective. लड़की कैसी है? Beautiful. Coming to a slow train. Train is the noun here, and it tells something more about train. Train कैसी है? Slow. A tiring journey. Journey is the noun here, and tiring refers to again adjective. Journey कैसी है? Tiring है, tiresome है, like that. So adjective is a describing word, and a word that tells something more about a noun or pronoun is called adjective. Then our fourth part of speech, it is verb. That is very lengthy to understand and very much important also. Verb that we call the action word. In the primary classes, I think, or in the earlier classes, you are taught that verb is an action word, but it is somewhat more than action word. A verb means it may be an action word, it may be a state, or it may be a possession. See these three examples. He goes to school. Here the word goes shows the action. Another example, he is a doctor. No action takes place, but it shows the state of the noun or pronoun. डॉक्टर का या ही का स्टेट बताता है, that is called is. It is state. Then has again has no action, but it shows the position that he has a pen. So the word has is showing possession. So these three words, goes, is, has, is called a verb. Let's see the types. In a number of ways, we have the types of verb. Types based on function. Usually we discuss about helping verb or main verb. दो division होते हैं. Two types of verbs हैं. First one it is helping verb or the main verb. See the example. He doesn't write a poem. Here the word does is the helping verb that we will discuss later on. And the word write is the main verb. Action is taking place. Coming to the another type based on object. We usually say that verbs are of two types: transitive verb or intransitive verb. A verb which takes object with it. That's why we call it with object. Or the intransitive verbs are those verbs which are used without object. See the example. The driver stopped the train. Here the word driver is the subject, stop is the main verb, or the train is the object. So here stop verb is called transitive because it carries with it the train. Coming to the another example, intransitive verb that is without object. Here, the driver stopped suddenly. It is the subject. Stopped is the main verb again, but suddenly it is called adverb. Means this sentence doesn't carry object with it. That's why the same word in earlier sentence is called transitive verb, or in the another one it is called intransitive verb. Same verb can be used in both the ways. If it carries with it the object, then it is called transitive verb. When it is without object, it is called intransitive verb. We will discuss another type, also a verb. Coming to the another type of verb, that types of verbs are divided to two parts: finite verbs and non-finite verbs. Finite verb carries tense. For example, here the he paints pictures. Here the verb paints, it is given in the form of finite verb because it tells about the tense. P-A-I-N-T-S. So this verb or this word P-A-I-N-T-S tells about the verb or about tense, that it is present indefinite, that we call simple present. In another sentence, non-finite verbs are, a non-finite verb doesn't carry tense. इसमें tense नहीं होता. इसमें tense होता है, इसमें tense नहीं होता. Painting pictures is his hobby. Here the word paint is a verb, but it is not used as a verb here. This is a painting pictures, that is called non-finite verb because painting pictures or the word painting doesn't tell anything about the tense. So I wish to differentiate these two finite non-finite verbs again. He paints pictures. Paint is the finite verb because it tells the tense, that is present indefinite. And painting pictures, the same word P-A-I-N-T used in another way, but it doesn't tell anything about the tense. It is called non-finite verbs. And these non-finite verbs are again divided into three that we will discuss in the separate chapter or separate video. That it is gerund. Non-finites are gerunds. They are infinitives. They are participle. For example, the word swimming. Swim is a verb, but used in a different way as the subject of the sentence. Swimming is good for health. The ing form of the verb used as a subject is called gerund here. Swimming is good for health. The verb swim with ing form used here as a subject, it is called gerund. Coming to the infinitive part, I like to swim. The word swim is used with a 2 plus V1. Infinitive has this format, 2 plus V1. Here I like to swim every day. So the to swim, it tells that it is 2 plus V1. It is called to infinitive. Third word is participle. Participles are of three kinds. The present participle that we use in the continuous tense, and coming to past participle that we call the third form of the verb. Food is an important part of balanced diet. The word balance is a verb used in the ed form, doesn't tell about the tense also. It is called participle. Coming to the fifth part of the speech, that is adverb. Adverb, the word tells us that add plus verb, something that is added with a verb, that tells something extra about a verb. It describes a verb. It may describe an adjective too, or it may describe another adverb too. It means that an adverb means a word which tells something extra about a verb, tells something about an adjective, or tells something about another adverb. It is called adverb. See the examples. He works hard. Here the word he is the pronoun. Here the works is the main verb. Hard is the term used to show something more about the works. वो काम कैसा करता है? Hard काम करता है. The word hard tells something more about the verb. That's why it is called adverb. It means it describes a verb. Describes a verb, works here in terms of hard. Coming to the other sentence, he is very intelligent. Here he is again pronoun, is the verb, or very is the adverb, or intelligent is adjective. Means in the definition I told, it describes an adjective too. The adjective is, you see, he is very intelligent. तो इंटेलिजेंट के बारे में बता रहा है कि वो वेरी इंटेलिजेंट है, बहुत ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंट है. तो इंटेलिजेंट इज द वर्ड दैट टॉक्स अबाउट एडजेक्टिव, एंड हियर इंटेलिजेंट कितना? वेरी इंटेलिजेंट. मींस इट describes an adjective too. In the word you see very, इंटेलिजेंट को describe करता है. इंटेलिजेंट क्या है? एडजेक्टिव है. और वेरी क्या है? एडवर्ब है. Coming to third part, it describes another adverb too. He works very hard. Hard already adverb है. Hard के बारे में बता रहा है कि बहुत ज्यादा. Here the word is another adverb. So in nutshell, we can discuss about that he works hard. Here the word hard is adjective that tells something more about the verb work. Here the second sentence, he is very intelligent. Intelligent adjective है and tells something more about intelligent. It is the word you see very, it is adjective here, and he works very hard. Hard this one adverb है or very also. So in these three sentences, hard is adverb, very is adverb, or again very or hard, both are adverbs. So in part 2, these many we have discussed about. Part 1 we discussed about noun only. Part 2 we discussed about pronoun. Then we discussed about adjective. Then we discussed about verb. Then we discussed about adverb. That's all for today. Have a good day.